Goatsquadtv, what up, man? Some sad news. John Forte from the refugee camp All-Stars um, has passed away at the age of 50. Um, John Forte was a huge part, actually, believe it or not. He was horny. He's a dope lyricist. He was part of that Big Pun, Cannabis, Most Def, DMX, Mike Geronimo, Roundtable, that legendary Roundtable of spitters from back in the day. But even more important than that, a lot of my early memories as a rapper, especially being 13 years old when I first started rapping when I was a young cat. You know, John Forte, his solo album was fire, and he was a real big part of my young teenage years as an MC. You know, just writing rhymes. Nobody really knowing that I wrote rhymes back then, and obviously he got locked up in 2000, served 14 years until he got out, and then he was freed. You know what I mean? And it's a horrible situation, man. You know, he did drop an album in 2012, and then after that, I didn't really hear much of music from him. But he was really like a unsung hero, man, like a gem in his culture. You know, he might not have been the most popular or the most known, but if you knew John Forte, you knew the dude's lyricism, you knew what time it was, man. And it's gonna be missed, man. 50 years old is really young to pass. Um, you got people passing even younger than that, but it's just sad. You know what I'm saying? Dude he still had his life ahead of him. We don't know the cause of his passing, but um, may the Lord rest peaceful. May he rest peacefully in whatever belief system and views he had, and may he see his higher power. And let me know your John Forte memory, especially if you were a teenager in the late '90s. Let me know your John Forte memory if you have one, even if it's just a small one. May he rest peacefully. Rest in peace, John Forte. May hip hop live on. May his contribution be respected. Gold Squad TV.